Hello everybody, in this video we will make ammonium tetrathiomolybdate from ammonium molybdate. This is an important reagent of molybdenum in lab and was used earlier in the treatment of copper toxicosis or in Wilson's disease, as this compound decreases the absorption of copper from the gut and also aids in excretion of copper. Materials required for this preparation include 5 grams of ammonium molybdate and 50 milliliters of 25% ammonia, hydrogen sulfide and water. Here I have pre-weighed 5 grams of ammonium molybdate in this 100 milliliter Erlenmeyer flask. In the 50 milliliter beaker I have 15 milliliters of distilled water. First I add the distilled water into the ammonium molybdate. Ammonium molybdate is a white fluffy powder and its solubility in water is 63.5 grams per 100 ml. Mix it well to dissolve. Okay, the solution does not look very clear. Anyway, into that we add 50 milliliters of the 25% ammonia solution. I am using this glass stirring rod to direct the flow of the ammonia into the conical flask. You can already see that the solution is becoming very clear as ammonium molybdate has started to completely dissolve in the solution of ammonia. After complete addition of the ammonia, with the help of the glass stirring rod, just stir the contents to dissolve, or just swirl the flask with your hand to dissolve everything in the ammonia, and finally you will end up with a clear solution. Now I place the tube from my hydrogen sulfide generating apparatus and started to pass the hydrogen sulfide gas through this solution. Along with passing the gas, give a nice swirling to mix up the gas and give it more time to stay in the solution rather than just bubbling up. I am using iron 2 sulfide and dilute sulfuric acid to produce the hydrogen sulfide gas. After about 5 minutes, you can see that the solution has turned into a nice bright yellow color. This is due to the formation of ammonium hydrosulfide, also known as the yellow ammonium sulfide solution. The yellow ammonium sulfide is an important reagent in qualitative cation analysis to precipitate out metal sulfides. The characteristic property is that this compound does not exist as such but is in equilibrium. I mean, the ammonia and the hydrogen sulfide is actually separate, but they are also combined together. Anyway, we continue passing the hydrogen sulfide gas. After about 15 minutes, you observe the dark orange-red color change in the conical flask, and this indicates that our actual product has started to form. Now all we need to do is to precipitate out the compound by concentrating the solution with hydrogen sulfide gas. Quite an amount of hydrogen sulfide is actually necessary for this reaction to be complete. I never knew I would have to make this much of hydrogen sulfide gas until the neighbors started asking whether there is any problem with your septic tank or a blocked toilet pipe, etc. Well, this is the first time I made this much of hydrogen sulfide gas in my life. Virtually everything in my area has started smelling like nasty rotten egg. With passage of time, the color in the conical flask becomes darker and darker, which means that more of our product ammonium tetrathiomolybdate is being formed and the solution is getting concentrated. I was so lazy to make a suckback preventer mechanism, and just as I expected, I got a suckback into my hydrogen sulfide generator and half of the solution went into that. And now I have a loss of yield. But I continued with the amount that I have, and after about 1 hour, I placed the flask into an ice bath to induce the crystallization, and it actually did help. And I got the crystals of ammonium tetrathiomolybdate. Even after crystallization took place, I continued passing hydrogen sulfide for some more minutes so as to get maximum crystals. After crystallization is complete, I filtered the solution to obtain the crystals. I am using a simple gravity filtration method here. After the filtration procedure, I then took the crystals from the filter paper and spread it onto a tissue paper, and as you can see, the water got absorbed, and then I took the crystals from that tissue paper and spread it onto a second tissue paper, and here is the final good look. I got about 3.2 grams of it. I couldn't calculate the exact yield because of the suckback. Anyway, the crystals are blood red in color with metallic surface luster. And this is how you do the preparation of ammonium tetrathiomolybdate. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon supporters who have financially supported me so that I could get the materials required for doing all these experiments, including this one. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you loved the contents of this video, do subscribe to the channel and click on the bell button so that you will get notified about my new videos.